In late 2018, Moose Toys released their first wave of Fortnite figures. They called it the Battle Royale Collection. As you can see in front of you here, there are 20 figures that were released as part of that collection. At the time, I didn't really care much for them. I saw them and I was just so all in with Jazzer's 4-inch line that nothing really else crossed my mind. Until a little bit later, when things went on clearance, I decided to look at them and I was like, these are actually kind of interesting. So I've been going back and rebuying everything that I missed from Moose Toys, and in this video we are going to take a look at this first wave of figures just a little bit closer and more in depth. Here are the solo figures, and one of the things I found interesting are the weapons and the harvesting tools and back blings all have pegs on them. Each figure has a hole on its back, so you could peg in any of these items to the figure's back. They're pre-posed in some ways to where they only accept certain weapons or certain harvesting tools or certain accessories. And in the case of Cuddle Team Leader, who's coming around the corner right now, she has a built-in emote, as you can see right there with her hands. So it makes her hands really useless, and her harvesting tool is either going to lay on the ground in front of her, or you'll peg it into the back, but she also has a back bling that you put in there. So you kind of make decisions of what's going to work. If you can see back here at Ragnarok, he has a gun attached to his back through his cape. Kind of interesting. Here we have the squad mode, and as you see with Rex here, he's got an accessory that's plugged into his hand in such a way that you couldn't put a weapon or a harvesting tool into that hand. In fact, his right hand kind of looks like it might be open too much to have anything holding. Some of these are kind of loose in their hands, so when you display them, that's pretty much what you're going to do. You won't be doing a lot of playing because it can fall out. As you would think that the accessories or the harvesting tools might be swappable, but they really aren't, because if, again, like with Rex, who's coming around the corner here, you can't put any accessories not really in his hand. So it's disappointing that these are really designed to kind of just stay within themselves and their accessories. I'm sure there are a few accessories that you could swap out, and anything that has a peg, which is almost all the accessories, can be put on any of the backs of any of the figures. Here we have the Duo Packs. There are 3 sets here. I'm going to get to the other 2 in just a moment. But what's interesting is I've discovered that these generally have 3 points of articulation. The head moves back and forth and the arms move up and down. There's nothing at the waist, nothing at the legs. In fact, the waist, below the waist area is pretty much all posed. Love Ranger here is kind of a cool example, as if you see how he looks like he's jumping or leaping or landing. He's got a really cool looking pose. So, you can play with these, but I think they're I kind of wonder if they're meant to be like little mini statues that you just pose, because they are already so pre-posed that they do look pretty neat. I'm actually impressed with the amount of paint apps on these figures. The detail, for the most part, they generally look like their skin, and I think they actually are looking really pretty good. The final 2 duo sets are kind of interesting in that they both come with this version of Carbide here, the default light blue outline version. And the first duo pack has Sergeant Jonesy. Looks pretty good. He's holding his tactical shotgun there. Here we come to the other identical Carbide with harvesting tool, weapon, and yeah, that's it. What's different is the other pack comes with an exclusive version or exclusive figure, diecast, who is designated as M01, and I'm not sure what the M means, except for maybe it's some sort of an exclusive or limited designation. Why they did that, I don't actually know why, and I'm not quite sure how you got him. I haven't been able to dig out that information. I just know that diecast was in fact part of a limited set with Carbide. Why'd they pack him with Carbide? That's kind of interesting. I don't know why. Why not package him with another figure so the entire set's a little bit more difficult to get? Exclusive? Not sure. He comes with the exact same accessories as Jonesy with the shotgun and the harvesting tool, and they share a couple of the same body parts, like the head and the chest are brand new. Other than that, that's a wrap. Let's finish this up and get some overall thoughts. Overall, there are 20 figures released in this wave, unless you want to remove one of the Carbides that are identical to the other one. Then in that case there'd be 19, I would say, unique styles of figures, since there are 2 Carbides and 2 Omegas in this set, but they are different styles. I think these are really actually pretty cool if you want to have a display of all these skins. Certainly Moose Toys has given us a lot of different skins in figure form. And as I go through the complete collections or the complete waves in the future, you'll see a whole lot more. And I'm sure some of you have seen quite a few of these, but I want to give my take on them because I've been getting them for a while. A little disappointed. Okay, so it's a double-edged sword. It's really cool and disappointing at the same time that they either can or can't hold their stuff. Cuddle Team Leader, I'm kind of picking on her a little bit. She's really cool in the fact she's got her heart emote there, but you can't do anything with her hands. You can't have her hold a weapon. You can't have her hold a harvesting tool. And that's kind of disappointing. But on the other hand, as I said, it's really cool that she's doing that little emote. A lot of them are in some sort of a battle pose, like Black Knight over here. He's ready to strike with his axe. Ragnarok is ready to go. Technique has her hands ready to go. Another thing that I'm not a real huge fan of is being able to see these pegs sticking out. Too bad they didn't move the arms or position the arms in such a way that the pegs would kind of hide between the weapon or the item and the body. But like the Ragnarok's harvesting tool, the peg is sticking out here, a little bit more difficult to see, or the way that Skull Trooper's holding this light machine gun, the peg is sticking a little bit more towards him. You can't, who has the grenade launcher over here? Oh, Rustlord has his grenade launcher, and there's no way to bring the arms together to be able to hold any of the weapons two-handed, unless, again, like with Technique, the arms are molded to do that. So these really are, I would say, whether they were initially intended to be, I think these are going to end up being a great little statue, so to speak, a great little display piece for anyone who really likes Fortnite and really enjoys the Fortnite skins. I don't know if Moose Toys intended it. I mean, they do have the name Toys in them, and they were on the toy aisle, so I don't know if they were intended to be just basic little figures that kids could grab and just go to town and play with or not. I don't know, but I think to extend their life, they would make great shelf display pieces because, as I said, the detail is actually really pretty good. The paint apps are good. The figures look like they're skins for the most part. I have a little issue here with Skull Trooper. I think his face looks a little weird, but a lot of these really do actually look good. And just for that fact, I am going to enjoy finishing up collecting all of Moose Toys. Moose Toys does not make these figures anymore. So, but look at this, like Ragnarok, he's hardcore, and so is Black Knight. Alright, that's what I got for you. Thank you for stopping by. If you enjoyed this look at Moose Toys Wave 1, hit that like button. And as always, I will see you in the next video.